What's up? Lamar Maughan here. Today I'm going to take you guys through step by step on how to turn a boring ass t-shirt into a sexy tank top that you'll most likely wear later. Okay? So first thing you're going to need is a shirt. Pick a shirt that you don't necessarily like because it's about to be banging. Alright? So I chose this shirt. I don't really like it. It's just not my style, and it's a little hot on these hot summer days, so I chose to use this one. And now it doesn't really matter what you pick. You can really do this with any piece of clothing. I've tried it with shorts and it's been fine. So I don't even understand why people even worry about what clothes they are, afraid of tearing up. But if you want to start cutting up your own clothes and designing a little bit, you're going to have to take some risks. All right? And now what you're going to need is the proper tools to cut this shirt up and get that style that you really want, So what I like to use here is a rotary knife. Ooh, the safety was off. Careful with that, you don't want to cut your fingers. This has a safety, which makes it safer. If you have kids or small animals, or you're just kind of clumsy or something, you're probably going to want something with a safety. And you're going to want something to cut the shirt with, because you can't just use your fingers and, use your imagination all you want, but your shirt's going to stay the same, alright? And you're going to want to use a nice cutting board, and you're going to want to have something to drink, especially if it's hot outside. You don't want to get dry mouth in the middle of cutting a shirt. So this cutting board I got at a store, and you can get one at a store as well. When I first started doing this awesome shit, I usually would use like cardboard boxes, but they're disposable. They're like one-time use, especially with the hot little rotary knife I got going on. Okay. So we're going to take this shirt and we're going to want to lay it flat, okay? You're going to want to lay it nice and flat so you get a nice clean cut. And we're going to want to make this into a unisex top. If you have a large family and you guys share clothes like mine does, then you're going to want to make sure that your sister and your mom and your dad and yourself could wear the shirt as well. So you're going to want to make it really nice and open and loose. And if you guys have families that vary in sizes, post a comment below, and I'll make sure I cover how to do large shirts that look good on small people. Okay. So I like to start with the sleeves, and you're going to want to make sure that it's not too tight or too, you don't want like a muscle shirt. You don't want to be like one of them sweet bros down at the park being like, oh, look at me, okay. And you're going to want to show your shoulders off. I've been told I have nice shoulders, so I like tank tops. So if you haven't really gotten any compliments on your shoulders, you might want to ask a friend before just going out in public and committing social suicide. All right. So what you're going to want to do is cut along the sleeve really nice and clean. Okay, and you take your time. So we'll start with there. Nice and easy. Okay. And then what you're going to want to do is make sure that the other side matches perfectly. So you're going to want to fold the corner up. And you're going to want to fold it like a half flag. You bring it up this way, and there. Now you can see the seam perfectly, and you can get that side done. Perfect. Alright, and why it's like this is the trick, okay? This is the trick. A lot of people don't know this, and if you want to go from just some cute little girl cutting up your old shitty shirts in your room to maybe a professional designer, you're going to want to start doing things like this, okay? You flip it over, and you stamp it. You want to stamp it really good. It flattens and loosens up the fabric as you're stamping it. And then you make one quick seam like this called the slitoris. It's the slitoris of the shirt, and it really helps open things up and promotes the unisex power that we all have. Open it up. See what you got. Very good. That's perfect. Okay, now we're going to want to work on the neck. We'll come back to these and what you do with those. This neck I really like, but what I don't like about it is that I haven't made a cut yet. So let's make sure we make a cut. Nice straight V. I like to go over a little bit because it gives it a nice lip on the front and the back, which is pretty cool. If you're wearing your favorite necklace, this will really sit on it and give you a lot more comfort if it's heavy. Like if you have like a Guns N' Roses necklace or something that's stupid, this will make it cool. Okay? So let's get rid of that. And now what you're going to want to do is really stretch the fabric. This will cause it to fray a little bit, and then when you wash it, it'll really have that nice look. Now from here you turn it inside out. You turn it inside out, and then you get to really gauge the shoulders. And if your shoulders are like mine, you're gonna want less material and more shoulder. You don't want to cut it too small, because let's face it, nobody wants to see a slut down at the park being like, yeah, my shirt's small. I mean, fuck that. You don't want that. So let's cut it really nice and leave a lot of extra room. There we go. That's looking good. And then the next step you're going to want to take is you're going to want some family bling. And the bling has to do with shapes and shininess. So you see how we did this professional cut here? That's like a shine. And what you want to do for a centerpiece is your shape of choice. I use diamonds because, let's face it, they're forever, you know? They are. So I've heard that before. And I believe it because it's been in a rap song. And it's wholesome. Okay, so there you go. Now what this is going to do is going to ventilate your stomach and your sides, so when you get all hot and bothered and sweaty down there at the park, being the pervert that you are, you're going to need something to cool you down. So let's go ahead and open up the sides, and we're almost done. Last thing you want to do is put your hand in the middle, flip it around, and then you do this. Almost had it. You got to do this because it's the perfect stretch. Hand down. I learned this in Boy Scouts, and it's funny that it just kind of went into design. Okay. All right. I think it's ready. Let's go ahead and try it on. Okay, yeah, nailed it. Nailed it. As you can see, it's the perfect fit. It's no longer a boring shirt. It's really nice and flowy. And you can now go to Hot Topic with your friends, and people will notice you wherever you are. And make sure you comment and subscribe if you like this video. Maybe next time I can show you how to turn a hat into a sock, or maybe I can show you how to build a house so you're not so fucking homeless, okay? But keep your head up, stay in there, and change your world.